Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, so folks, strap in because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious speculation that could shake up the NFC East, and more specifically, the New York Giants' future. The latest whispers involve none other than Justin Jefferson, the Minnesota Vikings star wide receiver, who's been the subject of intense chatter lately. Now I know what you're thinking, another trade rumor, right? But this one feels different. It's gaining momentum, and if it comes to fruition, it could be one of the most impactful moves the Giants have made in recent memory. Let's get into the details. The Vikings, sitting at an 8-7 record as of 2025, are in a bit of a tricky spot. They've got a surplus of wide receivers, especially with the emergence of Jordan Addison and KJ Osborne, and now with the team's QBR sitting at 88. One and a cap hit of around $26 million for their defensive line, they're facing some tough choices. The Vikings are reportedly flirting with the idea of trading Jefferson, their superstar, the separation king, in exchange for draft picks, especially after some drama surrounding an extension that didn't quite go as planned. Meanwhile, across the league, the Giants, with an abysmal 2-13 record, are on a total rebuild. They're looking to add explosive talent at wide receiver to jumpstart their offense, and Jefferson might just be the perfect piece to do that. Imagine the Giants, already trying to elevate their passing game, adding a player who's been described by Pro Football Focus as the king of separation, a guy who can turn a game on a dime. Jefferson's 2025 stats are eye-popping: 105 receptions, over 520 yards, and 12 touchdowns. He's averaging 5 yards per reception and 4 yards after the catch per PFF. His grade, which sits at 92.3, reflects his elite route running and ability to win contested catches at a 56% clip. Now, Jefferson isn't just a flash in the pan. He's been racking up big numbers since entering the league. Over his career, he's amassed 500 receiving yards and 45 touchdowns, all while dealing with a calf injury in Week 8 of 2025 that sidelined him for 2 games. The Vikings, in a bit of a crossroads, are reportedly considering trading him for a first-round pick plus a second-rounder, reminiscent of the Diggs trade back in 2020 that boosted the Bills' aerial attack by over 200 yards per game. From the Giants' perspective, acquiring Jefferson would be a game-changer. The offense, which is currently ranked around 29th in yards per game, would instantly become one of the most dangerous aerial units in the league. With Daniel Jones at the helm, who's been steadily improving, Jefferson would elevate the passing attack to new heights. Projected numbers suggest the Giants could see an extra 400 yards per season just from adding a player of Jefferson's caliber. This upgrade would also elevate Jones's QBR from around 75.4 to over 90, a huge boost for a team looking to contend in the NFC. This kind of upgrade could also mean a significant shift in the Giants' offensive efficiency, especially in deep passing. Jefferson's ability to create separation, +3 yards per route compared to the Giants' current WRs, plus his explosiveness after the catch, which has increased by 17%, would make him a nightmare for defenses. And let's not forget, his presence would open up more space for players like Jalen Hyatt and Wan'Dale Robinson, who are eager to prove they belong as consistent targets. The Giants' offense, which currently ranks 31st in scoring, could jump into the top 15 with the addition of Jefferson, turning close games into blowouts and giving the team the firepower it needs to make a real playoff push. On the defensive side, the Giants are also looking to capitalize on this potential move. Gaining possession an extra 2 minutes per game could give their defense more opportunities to make plays and tilt the field even further in their favor. This is crucial because, despite their struggles, the Giants have shown flashes of a solid defense, especially in recent weeks. Improving their offense with a weapon like Jefferson would take pressure off the defense, allowing them to play more aggressively and force turnovers. Now, there's a lot to consider. The Vikings are in transition, and this might be their window to cash in on Jefferson while his value is sky high. The Giants, on the other hand, are desperate for offensive upgrades and see Jefferson as a long-term answer, not just a quick fix. The trade deadline, which is looming on November 4th, is accelerating these negotiations, and the buzz is that an agreement could be reached sooner rather than later. The odds of this happening have shifted dramatically, from plus 25-0 to plus 7-0 in Super Bowl futures, because adding Jefferson could elevate the Giants' chances of making a deep playoff run, especially in a conference that's wide open. If this trade goes through, it would be a statement move by the Giants' front office, signaling their serious intent to contend now and not just rebuild for the future. It would also send shockwaves through the NFC East, making the Giants immediate contenders while forcing division rivals to reevaluate their strategies. The NFC North, especially the Packers and Vikings, would be watching closely, knowing that the Giants are stacking their deck with elite talent. And let's be honest, Giants fans, this kind of move doesn't happen often, a true game changer that could define a season. The potential pairing of Daniel Jones and Justin Jefferson is a match made in football heaven, combining Jones' mobility and improving accuracy with Jefferson's elite route running and playmaking ability. It's one of those moves that could help the Giants jump from a team that's struggling to a legitimate playoff contender in just a matter of weeks. The excitement around this possible trade is palpable, and it's the kind of move that gets fans dreaming about another Super Bowl run after so many years of waiting. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and the Vikings will surely weigh their options carefully. But the signs are pointing toward a real possibility, and Giants fans should be keeping a close eye on this. The NFL rumor mill is in full swing, and if this deal goes down, it will be one of the most talked-about moves of the season. For now, we can only speculate, but one thing is for sure. The Giants have a real shot at elevating their offense to elite status, and Jefferson could be the piece that makes it all happen. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Giants' front office has a lot to consider. Do they pull the trigger on this blockbuster deal, knowing it could reshape their franchise for years to come? The trade would not only instantly boost their offensive firepower, but would also send a message to the entire league. The Giants are serious about competing and ready to make bold moves. The fans are hungry for success, and adding a player like Jefferson would ignite the passion and hope that's been dormant for too long. Of course, there's always the question of how this impacts team chemistry and cap space. But with the Giants' recent cap flexibility and strategic planning, they could make this happen if the Vikings are willing to deal. The upcoming weeks will be crucial. If the Giants pull this off, expect a surge of energy around the team, fans, and the entire NFC East. Jefferson would be the missing piece that elevates their offense from decent to elite, from inconsistent to unstoppable. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Would you love to see Jefferson in Giants blue? Do you think this trade could push the Giants into serious playoff contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. This is a story that's developing, and we're here to keep you informed every step of the way. The NFL season is heating up, and the Giants are right in the middle of it. Let's see how it all unfolds.